John, are you there? Welcome
What is
back.
up, Mr. Cortina?
Oh, not much, man. Hey, the last video we did, people really seem to like it, so let's do another one. All right, so we got Doug Skogman versus Dwayne Draggoo. I know Draggoo is shooting a 284 Shaheen. I think Doug is shooting a Magnum of some kind, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But
And
anyway,
he's from down in your part of the neck of the woods, right? He shoots down
he
Texas.
shoots over Bayou, and I think Dwayne shoots over Indiana or somewhere up there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, both these guys are spotting scope users, as you can tell. They got their whole setup, and the flags, they're going the other direction from last match. So let's see what this brings us.
Definitely more of a headwind at this point in the day.
Yeah, and the top flag, it seems like they're not making up their mind. So I'd probably just hold center on the first shot and see what happens. That's what I would do. Well, see, now that top flag is very undecisive right now.
Yeah, and one of the things, if you look at that top flag, one of the little things that we look for when we're reading is what is not just the flag doing, but the flagpole, right? And that's one of the things you've always told me is watch the flagpole. And man, if you watch it compared to that number 2, it is all over the place.
Yeah, and so Dwayne, I don't know where he held, but he hit a 4 to the left, pretty fat 4.
Cloud.
So I don't know if you heard Doug, but he's like, oh, here comes that cloud. He does not want to shoot in the cloud because it's been sunny the whole time. So of course he only has 45 seconds.
Yeah, he can't wait it out.
Right. Well, he got a 5. Man, those flags are just not wanting to behave at all.
No, I mean, what do we always call them? Confused flags.
Yeah. But anyway, Dwayne's about to take another shot. I'm sure he's not going to take his first sighter. He had a 4. All right, well, he's in there.
5, you want to convert any?
Yeah, so Dwayne's going to take his second shot, his 5. And of course, Doug's still in siders. He has one more sider. I imagine if he hits a 5 or a V, he's going to convert them both. If he hits a 4, then he can't convert any because he has to convert them both. See, so he had a 4. He doesn't want them. So we're off to the races. Dwayne's got 5 points. Doug has no points because he did not convert his siders. So
let's talk about those 2 siders from Doug real quick. So, I mean, you talk about boomeranging shots right there. His first one was a left, like almost. I mean, it was a liner 4 left. Now he's a liner 4 right. What do you think he was thinking at that point, watching the flags to make that drastic of a correction that threw him all the way to the other side? Did he not believe it, or did he just overcorrect?
I'm not sure what he did. Obviously,
I'm
hoping what he did is he tried to bookend it and try to find his. I just don't think that's what he did, but I mean that's what happened. So. If the conditions are holding, hopefully he paid attention to both conditions and
he kind of bracketed it, right?
Yeah, he can bracket and then split the difference. Of course, Dwayne, he had, he had a 5, and now he just put up a 4. So obviously the conditions are tricky.
Yeah.
And well, you know what? To answer our question, I guess Doug is not very. Seems like he's very undecisive. I guess those 4s rattled him because the next shot is for score.
Yeah, he's definitely hunting a little bit there. Oh, look at that!
Nailed it.
Yeah,
that's gotta feel good.
That's tough when you throw up two opposite side 4s, and your next round's for record with 45 seconds on the clock.
That's not too easy to do. So yeah, that was good. That was good on him. He nailed it. Of course, Dwayne, he shot a 4 downwind.
Yeah.
So he's wondering what the heck to do. All right, well he's in there. He figured it out. And of course,
and they're both definitely high. If you look, they're very high of center line. All their shots, nobody's they're all playing the high side of that target right now.
Right, and of course, for those that are not familiar with F class, we say they're playing very high, but the V circle is half MOA, so the entire 5 ring is 1 MOA. So it's still a very small target that they're playing with, but yeah, you want to be as centered as possible, which Doug seems to have found the center already.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see they're definitely hunting a little more. They're waiting. Dwayne's waiting for that flag to settle down. And look, the flag's going right, and he hit left. So that tells me he made a correction, and he landed it in there. So yeah, definitely he played it safe.
Yeah. Let's see what Doug does here. Now, Doug runs his spotting scope really close. Like, he actually is looking through probably both at the same time.
Right. Well, see, now he got pushed downwind drastically. See, this is what I was talking about. Dwayne made an adjustment, and he played it safe. Yeah. And, he hit an upwind 5, where Doug, I think he just got confident and got caught. He didn't think there was enough there. And possibly... you have to also think about the possibility that because Dwayne shot upwind, that I think maybe Doug thought, well, there's nothing there, and he just sent it, and obviously he got caught. It went downwind. So this is the problem with pair fire, right? You never know what your opponent is doing, and you may make an assumption that he got, he just landed upwind just because the conditions was not, they were not doing anything, but there's always the possibility that your opponent actually held there, and which I think is what Dwayne did.
Yeah, because look at that next shot. Dwayne landed that thing dead center. Yeah,
so he already knows where it's at. He's got the conditions figured out, and I think Doug is still trying to find it.
Yeah.
Like we talked about on the last video, body language tells you a lot. Doug is still kind of, look at him, he's hunting, he's not sure, which I completely understand. I've been in that situation.
We've all been there, right? I mean,
many times.
You look at Dwayne. Dwayne clearly knows what he's looking for. He's watching one thing or a couple things that he knows, and the whole time Doug's getting ready. Oh, nice. Doug found the center there.
Yeah.
But, Dwayne knows what he's looking for. It comes to his turn. He's going to take a minute here. He's going to double check his condition, and then he's going to take his shot. But, I mean, definitely in control right now.
Correct. He's still hanging a little high, but I think he's fine with that. He's just glad that he's landing them in the center. And of course, he's ahead. Actually, no, he's not ahead.
No, Doug's got the V's on him.
Yeah, they're both down 1 point, and Doug has the V's on him. But Doug started pile up the V's, so. That's something that Dwayne is more than likely not worried about at this point, but he will probably later on in the string realize that, hey, he's going to lose.
Yeah. Oh.
It's a 4.
And, but again, they're just, that high side's killing him.
Yeah, well, I told you he was hanging high, and he just, I don't know, I think he shades. He doesn't click his scope, he shades it down. But, he didn't do it there. Or, I don't know what happened. Doug, he just followed up with another 4. So, just when he's about to take the lead, he just kind of falls back down.
Something interesting about their shooting style also, and it's hard to see it on Doug because of the camera angle, but you can still see it. But Dwayne has a very unique way of pulling the trigger. And I think, in fact, it was you that pointed it out for me to watch. But if you watch Dwayne's trigger pull, he's a trigger slapper.
Yeah.
So he has a very good regimen, but he gets to the front of his trigger guard. When he's ready to shoot, he brings his trigger inside, and then he whacks that trigger. Yeah. And if you watch Doug's very gentle on the trigger. It's very interesting to watch these two.
Yeah, and now look at the flags. They're going the other way now.
Yeah.
Well, they're not making up their mind, but see, there it is. I noticed they were going the other way.
Yeah.
And obviously Doug got caught really bad on that. And see, this is the this is what makes a difference in pair fire. The Doug seems to be more of a I don't want to call him a spotter chaser, but I don't have a better word.
Reactive shooter.
Reactive shooter, whereas I think Dwayne is more of a wind reader, whereas Doug seems to be getting caught by the switches, you know. And now look at the flags again. Now they're going the other way. Because I mean, for Doug to have been out that far, that's pretty far out. He definitely got caught, and both his fours have been, you know, he's hit 3 so far, but I mean 2 of those for sure they were wind, and they were pretty big fours.
Yeah, you know, something else that we talk about a lot when we're talking about wind and things like that is how deadly those headwinds are. You know, if you have a crosswind and you get a little clock angle change, not as drastic, but those headwinds, man, that'll burn you like Doug got hit there.
Yeah, look at this is to my point. See, the flags are going pretty hard to the right now, and look at Dwayne. He hit upwind because he's shooting safe. You know what I mean? That tells me he's moving, and this is what I'm talking about. Look at Doug. Same thing. Dwayne hits on the pro side. Doug shoots on the downwind side, and you know it cost him another point.
Yeah, Dwayne's trying to save the points in lieu of the V's right now. Look
at the flags now. I mean, Dwayne's probably gonna hit. Well, he just barely caught it. So whatever that condition is doing is pushing right and down.
Yeah.
So you know, I was saying that that Doug got caught, but now I'm not sure. You know, after Dwayne followed it up with the same shot, pretty much same place. You know, I'm thinking it's just a condition. And of course, you can't read that. Look, there's another shot right there, and I would say that Doug had to make a correction for that. There is absolutely no way that he put a shot there, then Dwayne puts a shot there, and then he puts a shot there again without making a correction. So whatever conditions costing this, it's only getting stronger.
Yeah, it's been building for sure.
See, now he overcorrected. It's okay. He's still in the 5 ring, but this is a tough little range. You know, it appears that there's not enough there, but there is definitely stuff going on.
Especially when we're talking about, you know, the different, like, you know, really at the end of the day, it's enough condition that when we're trying to shoot just V's and 5s, it's enough.
Look at those flags now. If I'm Doug, I'm waiting. If I'm Doug, I'm gonna wait it out. Yeah. Oh, see, this is what I was talking about. Those flags were just absolutely not making sense whatsoever. And he just went for it, and I mean, it cost him dearly. That's a big 3. That is a devastating 3.
Yeah.
And of course, Dwayne right now, he hit the brakes because he's like, look at that. He even opened the bolt. He was about to shoot, and he's going, you know what? Let me give it some time for this thing to settle down. And that just shows experience. I mean, let's not forget Dwayne used to be on the F-class rifle team. He's been there, done that, and I think he just has a little more experience. Doug is an excellent shooter, don't get me wrong, but I think it's these.
Look at that, safe sided at 5.
Again, he's safe siding. Dwayne knows about safe siding, and Doug he's pretty much giving us a weather report.
That's horrible.
I'm sorry, but you know it's and you know that's not saying that he doesn't know how to read the wind. I just think right now he's more lost than Dwayne is. Dwayne seems to be on the ball.
And you know, I think the more videos we watch like this, the more you see there always ends up being one guy who's ahead of the wind and one guy who's behind the wind. And you see it when you're watching it like this, and you're watching it develop. You know, there really is somebody who's ahead of it and somebody who's behind it just a little.
Yeah, and see, Doug, he got a hold of the wind, but you know, he I guess he forgot about the condition that pushes him down, so he's hanging down below again, and you know, cost him another point. And Dwayne, look at Dwayne. He's really analyzing the wind. He's analyzing the flags, and he's really trying to make a very educated decision as to where to go from here. He's given it time for those flags to settle down. He's got a condition that I think he's waiting for.
Yeah, and you know, Doug's down 5 points with 4 shots left. That's a pretty tough position. So it's possible Doug might just kind of figure out some conditional stuff at this point. Maybe take a couple shots that he wouldn't, just to kind of get
Right.
ahead for the next match.
And that's another thing that you can do, right? I mean, he could at this point say, you know what, I forfeit, but I think it's best to, like you said, shoot in conditions that he possibly doesn't know, that he typically wouldn't shoot in, just to
Yeah.
kind of gain some knowledge for the next match.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, look, he's not out of it. He's only lost the first match.
Correct,
He hasn't
and that's
even
the
lost it
beauty.
yet.
That's the beauty about this format. He can lose this one, and he can come back and win the next two, and still, and win.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, he
And
can use this one
this
as a learning experience.
Exactly. Oh,
Or
but he's just underestimating that condition.
Yeah, he definitely
one
is.
more.
And like I said, Dwayne is on the ball. He's you can tell. He's looking at something. He figures something out, and he's
Oh,
looking
yeah.
for that.
Yeah,
And he's
his
waiting
eyes on
it
the
out.
prize there.
He's waiting it out, and when that condition comes back, he fires. See?
Yep.
And he's safe siding. I mean, he's safe siding. So at this point, Doug can forfeit because Dwayne's only down 3 points, and he's done.
Yeah.
And I think he's just going to keep shooting. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I would just keep shooting just to
Oh,
figure out the
absolutely.
conditions.
Four.
See, I just don't think he missed that one. I think he's figuring stuff out at this point.
Yeah. I mean, these are free shots at this point, right? Like, there's nothing to lose. This is absolutely a free shot to do something totally different that you wouldn't do when the match is on the line.
Correct. And I think Doug is doing something very smart here by figuring the wind out.
Yeah.
Five.
There we go.
Nice finish.
All right, so it's over. Dwayne wins. This is the second match.
Can we talk about? I mean, the guys
Yeah.
we shoot with, Eric. You and I. We're around these guys all the time, but for people that aren't around this, I don't necessarily know how other disciplines are, but if you really just even listen to the little details, at the end of that, Dwayne's already won 2 shots ago. Doug's in the weeds. He's taken some shots. And even at the end of it, Dwayne says, "Hey man, nice way to finish."
Yeah,
You know,
it's
like
a
that's-
strong finish.
Strong
Yeah.
finish. Those are the guys that we're shooting with. Like, it's just so mind-boggling to me how sincere everybody is that we shoot with when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, these guys. I mean, and like I said, in retrospect, I sound like I'm beating up on Doug, but I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to, for people that are possibly have never seen this, to kind of understand the mindset. Like I said, Doug was lost. If it was me and I was doing that, I'd feel pretty lost. But that's
Yeah.
not to say that he didn't know what he was doing. He was reacting. Sometimes too late, sometimes too fast. But the point is, and that is a small target. That is a 1 MOA target. We cannot forget that. That's a small
yeah.
target, and it's at 1,000 yards. It's way out there. So,
Yep.
But anyway, this is the second match. Let's get going. The win pretty similar to the way it ended on the last one.
Dwayne's going to go first since he won the last match.
Correct. Yep. So Dwayne picked up right where he left off.
Thank you.
And let me point out in the middle of this too, Dwayne's the guy that gave me my first loss in the first round. And I will tell you, shooting against that guy, man, that guy gave me 0 opportunities. Like, I mean, he just pounded that target. So,
He's a straight up killer, man.
Oh, I mean, just brutal,
Yeah.
brutal.
So Doug, he's still underestimating the condition. That flag, they're both going right now. So, I mean, right now, this is a pretty, doesn't seem like much, but they're having to hold at least 2 MOA, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Convert both.
Yep, so Dwayne just converted both his siders. He's off to the races.
And Dwayne's still on the downwind side there. So, I mean, he even underestimated that just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little. Yeah, I don't know what Doug is looking at there. He's looking to his right. His spotting scope's on the left, so I don't know if maybe he's trying to figure out what shot he's on or what.
Yeah, maybe there were some flags down along that upper berm. Maybe he's just looking at those.
All right, man.
There he goes.
All right, there he goes.
Yeah.
So he's gonna convert the second sider. He's not gonna convert the first one, obviously, because he hit a 4. So we're off to the races now. Man,
Oof.
Dwayne's on.
Thank you.
And like I was saying, Doug, he's a great shooter, so he can come back at any time. I mean, he can win the next 2, no problem. These guys are both. I mean, for them to be shooting against each other on day 2, that means they're both shooting pretty good.
I mean, it's like we said, there's no slouches at this match.
Exactly. And you know, look at Doug. He's still hanging low, but he's centered.
Yep.
You saw him. He just clicked the scope, so he's ready to play. Looks like Dwayne's still hunting for his condition, which is, you know, nothing wrong with that.
No.
These guys are definitely taking their time because the conditions, they require a little more respect this time around.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like you say, for people that don't know, like how we dial or how we hold, you know, imagine having a no-win 0, meaning like you're dead on center. For those that don't know, if they were holding center, any one of these shots would be going 3 or 4 lines to the right or 3 or 4 lines to the left. You know,
Oh yeah,
it's a lot of movement.
Yeah, these are having to adjust. Like, see, this is a stronger condition than the last time he shot, so he had to make a correction here. Yep,
Yeah.
see? And see, Dwayne safe sides. It almost, every time he hits upwind, where I think he should make a correction, he hits upwind, which tells me he's safe siding, meaning he's giving himself, he gives it whatever he thinks it needs plus an additional half a line or an additional line, and that's why he lands upwind, because he's trying to give himself the entire 5 ring to be wrong.
Yeah.
So that just comes with experience and confidence.
Yeah, because it's scary. I mean, you know, these guys make it look easy, but it's not easy playing that pro side like that.
No, especially if, you know, Dwayne has a really good shooting rifle. His rifle's really, really humming. So he, obviously that gives you a lot of confidence to be able to shoot on the pro side.
Yeah, you can't shoot pro side with a 1-minute gun.
No, I mean, he knows his gun is flat. And so when you're shooting the pro side, you're only using, speaking of pro side, he just like we were talking about, I was about to say, whenever you have when you're shooting on the pro side, you're only shooting at half the target. Yeah. And that's right there. He leaked it out on the pro side.
Yeah.
So that's a danger, that if you're wrong, you're going to leak it up or leak it out upwind, just like he did there.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, he's behind. Just, you know, we just talked about how great he was doing, and now he just fell behind.
Yeah.
See, the flags are going the other way now. And he's waiting. He's waiting. All right, he's on.
B. Thank you.
But at this point, he has to, I mean, as good as he's shooting, he has to hope that Doug blows a 4 out.
Yeah, I mean, he does have the V count, so all Doug needs to do is blow out a 4, and then Dwayne's back on top. So Dwayne's kind of in a good situation right now. I say good situation. He's still a point behind, but he still has the V count.
Yeah.
It's even worse when you're a point behind and you're behind on V count, because
that's horrible. Yeah.
You need your opponent to drop 2 points for you to get a hit. That's a hard place to be. They're definitely taking their time.
Yeah.
It's this is tricky conditions.
Thank you.
Dwayne just drilled one in there.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like 4s settled them down for some reason. You know, you ever done that when you're trying to shoot it clean, then you're very tense, and then once you hit that 4, you relax, and all of a sudden you just, well, there you go.
Ooh, that's out the bottom there, man.
Yeah, Doug seems to be having vertical issues.
Yeah.
And you know, he just anyway, he just leaked the one, and that's what happened to him on the first match. Remember, he was having some vertical.
Yeah, and that could be position, that could be load, that could be,
Man, that can be that Magnum. That's why I've tried Magnums for a while, and I just could never learn to shoot them consistently. Every now and then I get just that wild shot, but that's just me. I mean, Doug's. I mean, these guys are great shooters. So, I think it's possibly the condition that's doing that.
Yeah. Whew.
See, now the flag's going the other way, and Dwayne knows it. He's waiting, but he seems to have figured that condition out already.
Thank you.
And
Look at
just
that
like
top flag.
that. Oh wow, yeah.
See that, and
Dwayne's
now
up by 3 Vs.
and now Doug has to shoot. And that, look at the flag up top. And Doug's going, really? What the hell?
Yeah.
And he's waiting it out, but he caught it.
Good catch.
Yeah, good catch. He caught it. But he's still way behind on the V count, though.
Yeah, that 3 Vs is a killer. I mean, he's just hoping that Dwayne dropped another one now. So that's a lot of Vs to catch up on what they have left.
Look at that.
Man.
Just like that, Doug's ahead.
Oh. I got to tell you, Eric, we were there, and it's as intense or worse watching it again like this.
Oh, it's because we were just watching them shoot. We were not watching the conditions, and now that we're watching the conditions, it's almost like we put ourselves in their place, and it's stressful. It's not easy.
Yeah.
I mean, the beauty about commentating, we can't make a wrong call. It's pretty simple, but I mean, it's still pretty stressful. But I mean, look, that just shows you, like Dwayne, he's back in the center. He just, he's gonna fight. Yeah, but Doug's like, nope, come and take it.
Yeah. And it's a mental game. Doug's got 4 shots left. It's tough mentally to be like, man, I got to clean this, and I need him to drop one out of the next 4. Like that's where you just got to take it one shot at a time, focus on what you're doing, let the other guy do his thing, and see what shakes out.
Exactly. So Dwayne needs to shoot clean the rest of the way, and Doug needs to also shoot clean. But if he drops 1 point, all of a sudden he loses.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
4.
Oh.
That's the commentator curse. You cursed him, John. Holy smokes, that was a fat 4. So now
I didn't watch this live either because I'm not back there. So.
Okay, if I'm Dwayne right now, 2 things are going through my head. I'm gonna pause it right here. If I'm Dwayne right now, 2 things are going through my head. Number 1, I'm glad they hit that 4, obviously, right? Because now I'm back in the lead.
Yeah.
But number 2 is like, what the heck do I do? I mean, if you hit a 4 that far, is the condition, is it worth that much? Do I believe it and compensate for it? What if I blow out a 4 on the other side? All of a sudden, the lead that I just had, I'm about to lose. So, I mean, there's a lot of pressure on Dwayne right now.
But I think there's also, like you and I've talked about this offline is, if you're Dwayne at this point, how much, you have to really understand with pair firing, the mental game that happens in your head to say, am I going to trust the guy next to me knowing, how is he shooting? What has he been doing? What are the averages compared to what my reads have been? And, Dwayne might just say, look, I don't care that he threw a 4. I know my reads right now, and I'm going to trust him.
Well, yes, I agree with you. However, that guy next to him, which is Doug, is also a great shooter. And up until that point, Doug was ahead. So Doug was shooting good shots, right? And Dwayne knows that Doug was trying to keep the lead. And to blow a 4 like that just means that he had to have got caught. So he has to weigh all that in his head. And that's the problem, right? You only have 45 seconds to make the decision. Yeah. Part of him probably thinking, you know what, just ignore that shot and then just play your own game.
But the other
half, at the same time, the other side is like, well, what if he's right and I blow a 4 downwind or even a 3, then I'll
Yeah.
never be able to catch up. So anyway, yeah,
Right.
there's a lot of decision making that has to happen right here. Like I said, a 4 affects everybody, not just the
Okay,
person
so
that shot.
I don't know what this is going to do, but I'm just going to take a wild guess and say Dwayne's going to really safe side this one to the point of possibly pushing a 4 off the left.
Yeah, I don't know what happens, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know
he's
either.
tense. Oh, he hit a 4. He hit a 4. That's a 4.
Thank you.
Ugh.
He hit a 4. He got the win right, but he did safe side, but that vertical got it. So all of a sudden, like I was talking about, he's right back where he was before Doug shot that 4. Now you're Doug. What do? Look at the flags now. They're going the other way. There you go. That's a great recovery.
And did you see how fast Doug took that follow up?
Yes. I think he knew the condition, and he's like, you know what? Let me take advantage.
And he might have shaded off of Dwayne's shot just a little bit, but Doug knew where he wanted to be on that shot.
Oh my God!
Oh.
So Dwayne just kind of the wheels came off, and
That's the end of it there.
Look at him!
Yeah.
He can't believe it.
No.
He can't believe it. So now Doug just needs to shoot. He can hit 2 more 4s and still. No, he can only afford 1 4.
Yeah, he's got 1 that he can afford.
Which now he's string firing, right? There's a V.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he's string firing, so he can shoot, and even if it's a 4, he can shoot right away and
follow it up.
compensate.
Wait, you out?
Wait, no, Dwayne's out.
Emma? Yeah, that's 12,
Yeah.
13, 14. You're out. 15. Okay.
Yeah. So
Because he took both his siders.
yeah.
One more, right?
So here's the thing that could possibly cost Doug some points. The fact that he didn't know that
Yeah,
he was on string fire mode now.
this is a lot of time.
Yeah, that's a lot of time. He could have just fired off those 2 shots back to back and be done, Especially because he hit a V. All he had to do is shoot another one right behind it.
Yeah,
Now he has to start all over. And look at the flags now.
yeah. This is a fresh call right here.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Nailed it. He got it.
Yeah.
All right, man. So Doug wins this one by 2 points. That's impressive. I just halfway through I didn't think he could. At least not by 2 points.
No.
All right. So this is the 3rd round.
Winner takes all on this one.
Winner takes all. The loser goes home on this one.
Yeah. So really, if we're setting this up, if you're thinking about it, Dwayne was really in control, really driving that first match, but just wasn't quite there on that last one, especially because he's got to be doubting his vertical a little. Doug already knows that both matches he lost points to vertical, and he was struggling a little bit. Like me, I'm saying going into this, I don't really have a favorite yet. I mean, they're both amazing shooters. Either one of them could end up just running this thing, but man.
So they're both great shooters that struggled a bit, right?
Yeah.
They both struggled. They even on the second one, Doug was struggling a little bit, but he came out ahead. He finished strong at the end, and Dwayne kind of finished weak. There's a break in between, and there's a lot going through their heads right now. So let's see what happens. Well, you know what? And Doug starts off with a 3 first. I mean, it's a cider, but it's still 3. I'm sure he didn't want that.
Now
He never wanted to start with a 3.
But there are differences in strategy, right? Like there's guys who take a no-win 0 shot on their first sider all the time.
Right.
And then there's guys who dial in for their first shot or hold for their first shot. There are some very different approaches to that first sider.
Yeah, but I mean, this is the 3rd cider. This is the 3rd match. I would believe that on the first one.
You don't think there's any way Doug took a no-win cider on that one?
You don't. Well, this is speaking from my point of view. I don't think on the 3rd match, especially seeing that you've been winning or losing on points.
Yeah.
You don't want to waste a cider. You want to, and maybe that's possibly what he did. He said, you know what, let me see what the wind is doing, and just hold center. But obviously, Dwayne's taking the approach of making the wind call right off the bat and try to hit a 5, or a V, which he did. So it's possible that they're both using different strategies. But I mean, again, the loser goes home.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug's definitely taking his time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's an important shot. It's a second sider. The first one was a 3. I think he really wants to land in the center because he wants to get that point.
Yeah.
All right, he got it.
Yep. He took it. Of course.
He took the second sider. Dwayne's about to go for the second sider. Obviously, if he hits a 5 or a V, he's going to take them both.
Oh,
if he hits a 4, he's not going to take any. There it is.
Right there.
I'll take both. 5, you got it.
Now,
All
the
right,
flags are not as confused on this one.
Yeah, they're coming from the left, pretty consistent. But remember, this condition is the one that was giving them vertical, so
Yeah.
there's always that potential for vertical.
But even in this condition, I mean, not much has changed since Doug's last shot, but he's really being methodical about
Well,
this.
Doug's a smart guy. I mean, both of these guys, but Doug is, man, he's super smart, right? So I know he's doing a lot of thinking, and very analytical. So he's really trying to figure out how to land a good shot.
Because you definitely get guys that are analytical and some guys that are a little more intuitive, right? Kind of they'll take a little, it's a feel. It's kind of like the Matrix for them. And other guys, it's.
Yeah, I tend to shoot from the hip, and most of the time, it doesn't work. But every now and then, I look like a hero. And Doug just, I think he just thinks about it, which again, it works for him. For him to be shooting right now, something's working.
Yep, absolutely. Those flags still pretty much same condition. Like at this point, I'm going to expect them to pretty much be 5V until something changes, because I can't imagine they're going to get pushed too much.
Yeah, but Doug's the one setting the pace right now. Dwayne's more of a fast shooter.
Yeah,
but
Doug's slowing him down a little bit.
Doug's slowing him down. Oh, even Dwayne's. See that bottom flag? Look at that bottom flag. This is what's holding out Dwayne right now. Dwayne would have sent that shot a long time ago if it wasn't for the bottom flag, and he caught it.
Thank you.
Yep.
So Doug's ahead by 1V.
Yep.
Whoa.
Oh.
Wow. Look at the flags. Look at the flags.
Yeah. Yeah, they made a hard turn there.
Yeah, he got caught. I didn't see that one. So now Dwayne's going, what the heck? Look at the flags. They don't even agree.
I'm going to guess that number 9 shot that Doug just took when it's labeled 9, I'm going to guess that was a point of hold. Point of aim, point of impact shot.
Look at Dwayne. What do you do? I mean, the flags, they're blowing different directions. What do you do?
Yeah.
I think he's going to wait it out as much as he can.
Here, it's starting to come back now a little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay, see, the minute they agreed, he let it rip. Yep.
Yep.
Good on you, Dwayne. That was good. And look at it.
But look at this. They're confused again. I mean,
well, yeah, now that it's Doug, Doug just put his head back up and he's going, crap,
Good on him. Yeah.
Good shot. So Dwayne, I expect he's going to wait again.
Yeah.
I know he closed his bolt, but he's going to wait for the bottom flag to agree. Or there you go. They're both agreeing right now. See?
Yeah.
He's waiting for those flags to agree before he lets it rip.
Yeah. As soon as he sees them agrees, he knows what his hold's going to be already. He just wants to see them agree before he pulls it.
Exactly. It's just a little extra insurance.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, Doug's having a hard time with this one.
Ooh.
But look at the top flag. It's going left. I'm thinking kind of he crossed over and held over there, and he probably went right where he was aiming. I don't know.
Dwayne's double checking his spotting scope.
Oh yeah. Again, those flags don't want to agree too much. Yep, see, he
Oh.
got caught. Did you notice those flags were not agreeing when he
Yeah.
shot there, and he got caught? So look at Doug. Look at Doug. He's
Yep.
going. All right, I blew a 4 to the right. He blows a 4 to the left. What do I
what's
do
going
now?
on?
Yeah, what do I do now? Because Doug's behind by 1 point. So obviously he wants to not fall farther behind.
Yeah. And there's those deadly headwinds.
Oh, he got it.
Nice.
Thank you.
But now Dwayne's in a bad situation, right? I mean, he's still ahead, but he has no idea where the 4 came from. That was a big 4. He got caught.
And look at those flags now. They're both on the right. The one on the top is blowing hard, and
He's blowing pretty hard, so I expect
I don't-
Dwayne to safe side. If I'm Dwayne right now, I'm pushing upwind. Oh, maybe he did and saved him. I don't know.
That might have saved him. Yeah.
Thank you.
Pressure goes back to Doug now because Doug's trying to catch him.
Yeah.
Wow, can't believe he landed right on top of it. Look at that. How amazing is that? I mean, he put it right on top of it.
Yeah.
2 different guns, 1,000 yards in the wind.
Yeah. Dwayne got a little more ambitious on that one.
They just can't seem to hit a V to save their lives, though. I mean,
Yeah.
they're 18 shots in and they've only hit 2 Vs. That's pretty impressive in itself. That just shows you how tricky the conditions really are. I mean, these guys, they're making it look fairly easy, but the fact that they're not hitting any Vs just tells me how inconsistent the conditions are.
Yeah.
I mean, they get real close, but they just can't hit it. And they're trying. I know Doug is trying for sure because he's thinking, man, if I hit a V and Dwayne drops a point, all of a sudden I'm in the lead. Right now, Dwayne can drop a point, and that doesn't really help Doug. I mean, it would force a shoot-off, but speaking of force,
Oof.
all right,
Man,
so
I bet
Doug,
you
look at
Doug's-
Doug, look at Doug. He's a thinker. He's going,
Yeah.
okay, all right, here's my chance.
He's
Here's my
shooting for
chance.
B on this one.
Exactly.
And it's funny because I know people listening are saying, "Well, why wouldn't you shoot for the V all
Look
the
at that.
time?"
Look at that.
Look at that. Yeah.
Man, that's great. That's got to feel good. If you're Doug, that feels good right now.
Yeah.
He feels like he's got it figured out. All of a sudden, he's in the lead. And that just puts a lot of pressure on Dwayne. Those flags are agreeing. I expect Dwayne to get this one. Yep, there it is.
B. Thank you.
I think Doug's going to take a pretty quick shot here, I'm guessing.
Well, Doug is Doug, He's really
That's true.
looking at the conditions, and he's super smart guy. I keep saying
Those
that. but
flags
he is.
are
Yeah, now they're picking
green
up.
pretty good.
Yeah, but the top flag's picking up. And Doug's doing all the math in his head right now. I know he is, and he's trying to play safe. Yeah.
Oh,
See?
I knew it.
undervalued. Yeah, and you heard him say it. I knew it.
Yeah, he knew it, but he didn't do enough. I think this goes back to trying to hit a V, right? When you're trying to hit a V, you often float them downwind.
Yeah. And just like that, Dwayne's back in the lead.
Yeah, Dwayne's back in the lead, and Dwayne's, he can see the finish line now.
Yeah. And Dwayne's only got 4 shots left, so.
Yeah. So Doug needs to hit V's again. I keep saying that, but that's the only chance he's gonna get. He needs to stay clean and hit V's. He just can't seem to get them. Because there's still a chance that Dwayne's down 2 points. He's obviously been hitting fours. And look at the flags now, going the other way.
And look at that bottom flag just draping there.
Oh, there's another four.
Ooh.
And see, this is my point. So Doug still now, he's just tied.
Oh, man.
Just because he doesn't have the V count. So Dwayne, okay,
There
now
it
he's
is.
got the V count. But so Dwayne now he's losing. Now he's behind. And he's got what? Two shots.
Two shots left.
Two shots left. He better get a V and stay clean. He's really going for the V right now. I know he is. He knows he needs it. There it is. All right. He's forcing.
Thank you.
He's forcing a shoot off at this point. If
And
they're
really
both
the
taking-
pressure on Doug right now is crazy because, Doug has to shoot for the V.
And don't forget that whoever loses is out. Well, Doug has less pressure because even if he hits a 5, he'll force a shoot off. I don't
A
think he
shoot
wants
off.
to go to. Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Working on.
there's that vertical.
There's that he's been hitting those low 4s.
What's that? I'm all out, right? Yeah, 12, 13.
Oh, he's got one more.
One more.
Yeah, all Dwayne needs to do is hit a 5 now.
Yeah.
I think it's done.
A 5 puts it to bed.
Yeah, and same conditions he's been shooting. He knows this condition. But anyway, it is how it is. Whoa!
Oh my
Whoa.
God!
He put it right on top of Doug's shot. That's a condition right there.
Man.
Oh my god. So what do you do if you're Doug now? Because obviously, he needs a 5. He'll force the shoot off.
Man, knowing Doug, he's going for that V.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
God.
He tried to go extra safe on that one,
I can't believe it.
which is so weird, right? Because you and I both know, looking at where that impacted, he went safe, and that's not how Doug.
I did.
That's not how Doug shoots.
Shut that sucker, and I just didn't do it. And he gave me a way out, though.
Yeah. So you got him by 1 point, huh?
Yes, sir.
What was the V count?
He had 1, 2, 3.
Wow, you guys both had 3.
So we'd had to do a shoot off if you would have hit the last one. Yeah, damn it.
Hey, good shooting, guys.
Yeah, that was a rough ride.
Look at Doug. But look at this. This is what it's all about, right
Yeah.
here. He just lost. Doug is going home. He just lost, and he's happy. He's happy to have lost to Dwayne. He gave it his all. I don't know what else to say. I did not expect that outcome.
No.
I fully expected him to at least hit a 5, and I'm sure he did too. But did you notice he hit it upwind?
Well, that's what I was saying. So the whole match, he wasn't playing the safe side. Like Doug was shooting for V's on that match, and the one time, at least playing armchair quarterback, the one time he goes for that safe side just to hit a V, out the side.
Yeah.
I think if he had shot his game on that last shot, he would have been safe.
Well, I'm sure he thought about.
We don't know.
I'm sure he thought about that all the way home.
And
how it is.
It's so easy for us to say because we're sitting here watching it in retrospect. But man, when you're there and you're looking at it, I probably would have done what he did, right? Like you look at it and you say, all I need is a 5. I'm going to play it safe. I've been pushing out the right. I'm pretty safe playing it left, and I'm just going to drift one in there and
Yeah. Well,
push the
yeah.
shoot off.
It's extremely easy for us to say that now, but
Yeah.
let's not forget that they made it farther than you and I did. So
I'm
anyway,
pretty sure the grasshoppers made it further than we did.
yeah. But anyway, man, that was a great match. These guys really went at it, and it literally came down to the last shot, which a lot of these matches did.
Yeah. That was brutal. That was brutal. Man.
Again, really like both of these guys. Doug really was coming back strong. That first one he looked like he did. He was a bit lost, but then he really caught on. And
Yeah.
what do you think? A quarter inch, half an inch? It's
At the
hardly
most.
anything.
At the most.
Anyway, All right, John. Thank you so much for commentating this match with me. That was an exciting one.
That was.
Again, F Class John. If you guys don't know who he is, move your hand. Actually, put your hand up so they can recognize you. There you go. Now they know who
I don't
they
have
are.
gloves on. No gloves.
But anyway, great match, and we'll be bringing you guys some more. So subscribe to this channel and don't miss them.
Right.
Comment and give us a like. Let's grow this channel so we can bring you guys some more of these matches and points. Right? They gotta go get points.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Just go to fclasspointsseries.com. Find
The
all
links
the
in the
rules.
description.
Links in the
John's falling
description.
asleep right now.
Hey, I'm in my lazy boy. Come on.
Today is Father's Day. So thank you,
Yeah.
John, for doing this.
Always a pleasure. Thanks for having me, Eric.
All right, guys, go description below. Go check out the website. Give this video a like, share it, all that good stuff. Let's grow this channel so we guys can so we can do some more of this videos for you guys. All right, that's all. John, come on, John, wake up, John.
All right, guys. We will see you later. And as Eric says, keep them centered.
Keep them centered. See ya.